want to fall asleep better at night? Do you want to wake up feeling refreshed and energized? If you answered yes, then you need to watch this video. In this video, I will show you how your food and drink choices affect your sleep quality and what you can do to improve it. You will learn about the best and worst foods and drinks for sleep, the optimal timing and quantity of your meals and snacks, and the science behind how your diet influences your sleep cycles. By following these simple tips, you will be able to eat and drink your way to better sleep. So don't miss this video and make sure to subscribe for more helpful content. Our food and drink choices affect many aspects of our health, such as our weight, mood, energy, and risk of developing disease like heart disease, type 2, diabetes, and even cancer. But what we may not realize is that our diet also influences our sleep quality. By eating and drinking the right things, we can provide our brains with the nutrients they need to produce neurotransmitters that help regulate our sleep cycles. Some foods and drinks can make it harder for us to fall asleep, while others may have a calming effect. The timing and quantity of our meals and snacks can also play a role in how well we sleep. Try these foods and drinks tips to make sure that your diet supports your sleep and not the other way around. Tip 1. Avoid caffeine after midday. Caffeine keeps you alert by blocking the effects of adenosine, a brain chemical that helps you sleep. It can also take up to 8 hours for caffeine to leave your system, so a cup of coffee in the late afternoon could make it harder for you to fall asleep at night. Set yourself a caffeine deadline of around 2 p.m. to make sure it doesn't affect your sleep. Remember that caffeine is not only in coffee, tea, colas, energy drinks, and some cold and flu medications also have it. Even chocolate has caffeine in it. The dark chocolate, that is. The darker the more caffeine. Sadly, chocolate is not a good choice for a late night snack. Tip 2. Avoid eating too spicy foods. Spicy meal before bed can cause heartburn, which can make it harder for you to fall asleep. Research has also shown that capsaicin, the chemical that makes chili peppers hot, can activate the process by which cells turn energy into heat, thermogenesis, and raise your body temperature, another factor that can disrupt your sleep. A study from the University of Tasmania demonstrated this effect. Participants ate Tabasco sauce and mustard with their dinner. Their body temperature increased, and they took more time to fall asleep than usual, had less deep, slow wave sleep, and woke up more often than usual. So, if you want to enjoy a spicy meal, you might want to have it for lunch or at least a few hours before bed so everything can cool down. Tip 3, I think. I've lost count. Limit your intake of fatty foods. We all know that eating too much fat can raise your risk of heart disease, obesity, and some cancers, but fatty foods can also affect your sleep. A study published in 2016 in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that eating a lot of saturated fats during the day was linked to lighter, less restful sleep and more interruptions during the night. Try to reduce bad fats like those in processed meats, pastries, cakes, and biscuits, and instead choose foods that contain good, hot, healthy, saturated fats like nuts, seeds, avocados, and oils such as olive oil and sunflower. Other ways to lower your saturated fat intake: cut off all the visible fat from meat and the skin from poultry. Switch to low-fat or skim milk. And boil, steam, or grill foods rather than roasting or frying them in butter, lard, or coconut oil. Although I'm not convinced about the milk tip. Tip 4. Cut down on sugar. A high sugar diet can ruin your sleep quality, according to research, because the fluctuations in your blood sugar that you get after eating sweet food can cause agitation and disrupt your sleep. One sugary item you should definitely avoid: sugar-sweetened caffeinated sodas. A study published in Sleep Health found that adults who slept for less than 5 hours a night drank 21% more sugar-sweetened drinks than those who got 7 to 8 hours. Interestingly, it was suggested that not only could such drinks contribute to poor sleep, but also being so as well as reducing it in all obvious forms. Candy, chocolate, desserts look at replacing simple carbohydrates like white bread, pasta, and rice with their whole grain versions. Tip 5. Don't eat too late. Eating too close to bedtime will make it hard for you to fall asleep and stay asleep. As we know, our core body temperature needs to drop for us to fall asleep, but eating makes it rise as blood flows to our digestive system, our core. So try to finish eating a few hours before bed. You may want to consider following a time-restricted eating (TRE) pattern, which means you only eat during a certain time window, usually between 6 and 12 hours. One study found that people who followed a 10-hour TRE program, for example between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m., had better sleep. Tip 6. Consume adaptogens. Adaptogens are substances found in plants that are thought to help your body cope with stress and tension, possibly by regulating the release of stress hormones. They've been used in Ayurvedic medicine for centuries to help calm anxiety. Some studies of food and herbs from the adaptogen family, such as ginger and ayahuasca root, have confirmed their stress-relieving effects. Other foods in the family include nettles, licorice, moringa, turmeric, and maca. Look for herbal teas which these ingredients are present in for a relaxing drink before bedtime or any time when stress threatens to overwhelm you. Tip 7. Eat more fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are essential for healthy, balanced diet as they help lower the risk of heart disease, stroke, and some cancers, and also help you get the right amount of sleep. A cross-sectional study using data from the National Diet and Nutrition Survey and published in the Journal of BMJ Open found that medium sleepers who slept for 7 to 8 hours a night, the ideal sleep duration for better overall health, ate 24 grams more fruit and veggies than short sleepers who got less than 7 hours a night, and ate 28 grams more than long sleepers who got more than 8 hours a night. Research has shown a connection between long sleeping and a lower mortality risk. Statistics show that at least 2/3 of us don't eat the recommended 5 a day. To increase your intake and get the optimal 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, 2. Try starting your day with some fruit in your breakfast cereal, oatmeal, or yogurt. Then make sure you have some salad in your sandwiches for lunch and have a vegetable side dish with dinner. Snack on carrots, celery, pepper sticks throughout the day. A hot, healthy Mediterranean diet has also been linked to good sleep, so eat like Greek and fill up with plenty of plant foods such as vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and nuts. Use olive oil instead of butter and limit red meat. Tip 8. Eat more prebiotics. Prebiotics are a type of dietary fiber found in foods like artichoke, raw garlic, leeks, and onions that nourish and increase the number of beneficial probiotic bacteria found in our gut. But prebiotics are not only good for your digestion. Researchers found that they may also improve your sleep and protect you from insomnia after a stressful event. The study done on rats found that those who ate a prebiotic diet spent more time in a calm, restful, non-rapid eye movement sleep than those who ate non-prebiotic diet. Also, after being exposed to a stressor, the rats who ate the prebiotic diet spent more time in rapid eye movement (REM) sleep, the kind that's thought to help you cope with stress. The researchers noted that although previous studies had suggested stress can change gut bacteria in a way that affects sleep, the rats who ate the prebiotic diet seemed to be shielded from these changes. It's not clear exactly how prebiotics can affect human sleep, but eating healthy sources of prebiotic fiber can't hurt. Tip 9. Increase your fiber intake. We we should all be eating 30 grams of dietary fiber daily to help keep our digestive systems healthy. And now it seems that eating enough fiber could also help us sleep better and get more restful sleep too. Researchers from Columbia University put a number of adults on healthy controlled diets for 4 days, monitoring their sleep. For the 5th and 6th days, the recruits could eat what they wanted. In the event, the ones who ate a low fiber diet on those days, 2 days took longer to fall asleep and had less deep sleep. You can boost your fiber intake by eating beans, lentils, brown rice, and whole grain breakfast cereals, whole wheat pasta, and fruits and vegetables like apples, berries, celery, and broccoli. Tip 10. Avoid alcohol. That nightcap may make you sleepy, but you'll pay for it with poor sleep. A review of scientific studies on the effects of alcohol found that while it acts as a sedative, making you fall asleep faster and sleep deeply for the first half of the night, those benefits are cancelled out by more restless sleep in the second half. Alcohol is metabolized quickly by the body, and so the sedative effect wears off within hours. You're left with a mini withdrawal or rebound effect, causing wakefulness or agitation. You're also more likely to snore and sweat after drinking, or to have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Tip 11. Snack on walnuts. Walnuts are a good choice for an early evening snack. They have their own source of melatonin, the University of Texas found, and eating them boosts the amount of the hormone in your blood. Enjoy them by themselves or add them to a salad or a bowl of cereal. Tip 12. Try some herbs. The herbal remedy valerian has been used as a traditional medicine for relaxation and sleep in many cultures. Various studies have shown that people who take it have an 80% chance of reporting better sleep compared with patients that took a placebo. Evidence suggests that it helps prevent the breakdown of GABA, gamma aminobutyric acid, a neurotransmitter that promotes calmness in the brain. It's best to try all kinds of lifestyle changes before you take valerian though, and do check with your doctor that it's safe for you and that it won't interfere with other medications you are currently taking. You could also try valerian tea, available widely. Tip 13. Eat more tryptophan. It seems that eating foods with tryptophan can help sleep. It's an amino acid that's changed into serotonin and then turned into melatonin in the body. Foods rich in tryptophan include milk, poultry, and eggs. But here's the catch: these foods have other amino acids that compete with the tryptophan to get absorbed across the blood-brain barrier. Evidence suggests that though that combining a tryptophan-rich food with some carbohydrates can overcome this, because the insulin that's released as a result of eating the carbs helps reduce the amount of these other amino acids in the blood. With less competition, it's easier for tryptophan to cross the blood-brain barrier. A good evening snack a few hours before bedtime, therefore, might be some low-sugar whole grain cereal with milk. Tip 14. Drink some cherry juice. An article published in the American Journal of Therapeutics suggests that drinking cherry juice could help you sleep better. In this small study, adults aged 50 plus with chronic insomnia who drank 2 daily glasses of Montgomery tart cherry juice for 2 weeks, one in the morning and the other in the evening, slept on average 84 minutes longer and had better sleep than when they drank a placebo that looked and tasted like cherry juice but without its polyphenols for another 2 weeks. The combination of melatonin with the amino acid tryptophan and the red pigment polyphenocyanins in the cherries may help promote a good night's sleep. Tip 15. Have 2 kiwis. Kiwi fruits are not only full of vitamin C and fiber, they could also be a superfood for sleep. Scientists at Taiwan's Taipei Medical University gave some poor sleepers 2 kiwis to eat an hour before bedtime for 4 weeks, and the results were pretty amazing. The study participants fell asleep faster and slept longer and more deeply. It could be very high folate and antioxidant contents of the fruit that helped the sleep to happen. Low levels of both are linked to insomnia, and low levels of folate restless leg syndrome. Tip 16. Drink green tea. If you're looking for different drinks than coffee to have during the day, choose green tea. It has the amino acid theanine, which has an anti-stress effect. Make sure you pick a low caffeine or decaffeinated green tea. Though caffeine reduces the anti-stress effect, of course, too much caffeine in daytime can keep you awake at night. A couple of Japanese studies have found that drinking low caffeine green tea during the day not only lowers stress but also improves the participants' sleep quality. Tip 17. Consume more magnesium. The mineral magnesium is important for keeping a healthy level of GABA, gamma aminobutyric acid, in the body, as well as we mentioned earlier. GABA is the neurotransmitter that promotes calmness. Magnesium deficiency is linked to anxiety and stress. One study found that increasing magnesium intake led to falling asleep faster with better sleep throughout the night. Magnesium is also thought to help with the syndrome of restless legs. Good sources of magnesium are dark leafy greens, seeds and nuts, fish and whole grains such as whole wheat bread and brown rice. Dry brown rice pilaf with spinach, cashews and almonds, perhaps. Tip 18. Drink some passion flower tea. A warm drink before bed can be soothing, but you may want to switch your cocoa or hot chocolate for some passion flower tea instead. An Australian university study found that people with mild sleep problems who drank it for 7 days slept significantly better than when they drank a placebo tea made from parsley. You can buy passion flower tea bags or dried passion flowers to make your own cup from most health food shops. Tip 19. Eat more fatty fish. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that eating fatty fish such as salmon can have a positive effect on your sleep. Fatty fish is rich in vitamin D and essential omega-3 fatty acids, and is also thought to help prevent heart disease. Health guidelines suggest we should eat at least 2 servings of fish a week, at least one of which should be salmon, mackerel, sardines or trout, so don't miss out on the fatty fish. And it's beneficial to try replacing your usual chicken, pork or beef with salmon, or toss some smoked mackerel over a salad, because fatty fish contains pollutants, though we should eat no more than 4 servings a week, or 2 if you're planning on pregnancy or are pregnant or currently breastfeeding. I hope that these tips help you have a much better quality of sleep.